Hey y'all, Kara Crittenton here, aka Miss Success. Why am I looking at you sideways? Because I got something to show you. Come on. So this is my vision board. And as you can see, I have Oprah on here and I have some parenting stuff on here. And then I have a picture of a couple and it says the ultimate gift, which is a great, great relationship. And they're a power couple. Then I have a picture of me and Virgin Gourd up and British Virgin Islands. I have some pictures down here with what I want my Power Network team to look like, really diversified. This is me dancing in Cancun and just all kinds of good stuff on here. I have a car on here. I have a guitar on here because I want to play the guitar. So hopefully you can see this. And I kind of just give you a good little look up and down it. And you can kind of see. And things I want to do with my kids. And then I have a little thing up here that says the best TV show I've ever seen. And that's because I am creating an internet television show. So, what does all that have to do with staying motivated and focused on your business? Well, it absolutely has everything to do with it because your creativity and your inspiration is critical to you succeeding in business. Because really, before we can achieve anything in business or in life, you have to be able to visualize it and see it as something that's possible. So vision board is going to help you with that. Now you can do what I did here and cut it out of magazines or whatever. I like to do that. It's just fun for me. But because I like to touch things, I like to feel a paper. But I also have created a lot of slideshows. What I do is just make a PowerPoint presentation and I put it to music. So I have one, for instance, that's just all about making money online. So I have pictures of successful internet marketers and successful business people in every area of life, and I have pictures of money, and that one is just set to songs about money. Every single song on that slideshow is about money. So I listen to it and I watch it, or sometimes I'll just have the music going while I'm working, but it's keeping me motivated and focused on the fact that the reason I'm in business is to make money. And that's the reason you're in business, is to make money. Regardless of what you want to use the money for, we're all in business to make money. So to be successful, you need to be motivated and creative. And people always ask me, how do you do it? So I'm giving you my tools today. Another thing I do is I have these little books like this, and you can get these anywhere, but this one is from like one of the church channels. And it has little inspirational quotes and stories and things like that I use. I read them to inspire myself, but I also can use them to create blog posts and articles and things like that. Just help me get some ideas about other things I could create. This is my number one thing that keeps me motivated, besides my kids, is a picture of my dad, and this is his homegoing service. And my dad was like, my biggest cheerleader, and, along with my mom, but that keeps me really motivated and focused, that I want to be as great a person as my dad was. Then I got 2 kids going off to college next year, so I keep this, not necessarily this one, but all their little college stuff that they get, I try to keep that around me so I remember why I'm working so hard. Even my coffee mug has little motivational sayings on it. It's like I'm a super powerhouse marketer or something like that. Whatever. I don't want to read it right now, but it's something like that. The other thing I do is I have a whiteboard, and you can see my whiteboard, and I use a lot of colors because, one, it's, really stimulates my eye. It's eye-catching. You can see here I have my terrific 2 and my top income producing activities that we talked about in an earlier video there. Now, what do I do with my whiteboard? Well, I have a bunch of other things that I use, and I keep them on this little pouch. One, of course, is, the BlackBerry. You can't go anywhere without, or your iPhone, whatever means of communication you use. I like my BlackBerry because I don't like the touchscreen thing, but that's just me. But I also keep these index cards with me. Now, this little pouch goes in my purse or in my laptop bag, so I always have it with me. So when I have a creative idea and I'm sitting down in a coffee shop or whatever, I can write it down. Now, if you looked at my board, and I do a lot of mind mapping, I have different colors, so I try to correspond my note cards to the colors that I'm using for whatever the project is. So that way, I don't have to get home and then try to remember what was that project. I also do that with, if I can find them, I have the little note tabby things. Sorry, excuse the girls. I have these little post-it note things. They come in all different colors. I like to try to coordinate these with the pad and coordinate all of that back to my mind mapping. You don't have to get that intricate. You can just have a notebook or whatever. Now, I recommend having something you can actually physically write in, because I've lost more than one phone where I put notes and all kinds of stuff in there and it wasn't backed up. So I like to write things down when I have an idea and then take it with me. And then I also like to put things in my phone because I love my phone and I, hate to part with it. I have my dry erase markers, and I like a lot of colors, like I said, so you may just be generic, and that's cool too, whatever works for you. Then I have a few other things that help me stay focused and creative. I have this book, and it's called The Magic. Actually, it corresponds with Rhonda Byrne, who did The Secret, her book, The Magic, and this is just about having an attitude of gratitude. So kind of in this book, she gives you a different thing to do every day for 28 days, and y'all don't want y'all up in my business. So you can see I just use this book to write, and then again, if you see, I have my pages tab with colors that correspond to whatever it is I happen to be writing about that day. And that, by the way, it's an awesome book. I have my planner, and I like colors. And then I have my notebook, and I have different notebooks for different things. You could just have one. It's totally up to you. This is the one that I use for all my online business. And you can see I have the tops of the pages, hopefully you can see that, tabs with the little sticky note tab things that I was talking about. So I know that if I'm using green from Power Network, I know everything in this green section is a Power Network. The blue could be for a Millionaire Society or whatever. There you go. Okay. Then I have my inspiration notebook. So this is real simple. The first thing it has is my faith confession. And I don't know if you can see this, but I have a little faith confession that I say every day. And it's just about, how I'm creating my life in a positive way. And God is opening doors for me and all that kind of stuff. And you can do a similar thing, but whatever it is, just try to say it, once a day, or keep it close to you, or some variation of it. Then these are things I want to do. Like my niece is a super couponer, and I want to get to couponing. So these are pages. This one is about strengthening my community. So when I have community things, I put them in here. This one's about couponing. This one is about sleep apnea. And just different things. So things, creative ideas, things I want to do with my kids, or places I want to take them. So it's just these little plastic binder thingies. When I find an article that I want to read, or I might want to write about it later on, or create a video or a blog post, I put it in my binder. And this binder corresponds with this notebook. You don't have to get that creative. I just like to have a lot of colors because I like to be, constantly inspired, and the colors help stimulate my creative process, I guess. And then I have a folder, and again, it's got lots of colors. You can do whatever you want. I have another thing that I do when I feel like my inner superwoman, and everything in that is just like about all the things I'm trying to accomplish in a super way. And so it actually is Wonder Woman. And so I have a Wonder Woman notebook and a Wonder Woman, and everything corresponds with those same colors. So again, you don't have to get that in depth, but those are some of the tools that I use. And then one of my number one tool is, because I do write and I'm creative, and this video is going to be continued, I'm so sure, because I'm going to run out of time. But I use this. If you're a writer, you got to have one of these. It's just a digital recorder. When I'm done recording, this little doodad pops out. You stick it into the laptop and download all your stuff, and you never lose another thought or idea again. I have my wonderful Bose headphones that I listen to daily audio messages from Dave and Dave and Empowering Things. I always have music when I'm working for the most part. So I think that's everything. That's about all the tools that I use on a daily basis. Of course, my laptop. But, so hopefully that inspires you. Because remember, you're running a business. So treat it like it's a business. You may be working from home, maybe in your PJs, but you're still running a business. So that's my tip for today. Bye.